she paying my song.
Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. And tonight, we've got the Charlotte Hornets playing against the Phoenix Suns. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our reporter tonight on the sideline, David Aldridge. Now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Kelly Oubre.
And he's been very active with his hands. How about the steal numbers this month? He's been really hounding on the defensive side.
And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Gordon Hayward signed with Charlotte last season. He said we're anything but older and veteran, but we keep finding ways to win in clutch situations. That's something to build on. Each day, each game, we're getting better. You do that, and the results will take care of themselves. Guys, back to you.
Well, they are fun to watch, certainly, David. Thanks. Yeah, tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of talent, but also a lot of inexperience.
And we'll see some spectacular plays, but also a few boneheaded ones as well. Always interesting to watch these young players develop.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the 3. And for the Hornets, up in the forward spots, it's Hayward and Bridges. The guard spots are filled by Ball and Rozier, and it's Plumlee in at the center. Now here's Booker. He seems to always be finding ways to score, averaging around 23.5 points a game. Hayward kicks the ball. Plumlee, the pass to Rozier. It doesn't go for him. Good D by Booker. And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. The feed now to Bridges. Paul outside. Back to Bridges. Outside Crowder. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Paul penetrating. That's no good. Couldn't get his first shot to go. Ball kicks to Rozier. Back to Ball. From deep. And it's Rozier missing.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
Booker in the corner. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
What fun would it be to play with a guy like CP3? I mean, if you get open, he's finding you, and his leadership skills are unquestioned. That guy would be a joy to play with.
Now here's Hayward. Against Indiana, he was really on his game. Ball against Ball. Kicks it out to Booker. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Ball passes to Ayton. Plumlee with some nice D.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
And again, the Hornets missing. For Phoenix, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Crowder finds Paul. To the middle. On the wing, Bridges. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Basketball.
Charlotte has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Who wants a t-shirt? Your honeybee. Honeybee.
Almost halfway through the season, let's check out the standings out west. We take a look at the Suns, holding on a second spot in the conference. A great season for them so far.
And I think for the Suns, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
Hayward can't hit. For Phoenix, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Paul dishes to Ayton. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Gotta give Ayton credit. This guy is solid at keeping his balance even with the contact.
Plumlee with it. Chris Paul covering. And Plumlee kicks to Bridges. No good on the triple. Suns leading by 5. Booker outside. It's Crowder on the wing. Hayward against Bridges. Lets it go from deep. And Chris Paul the bucket on the assist by Bridges.
You know, Paul's really gotten better at the catch-and-shoot jump shot. It looks a lot easier for him now than it did earlier in his career. Smooth rhythm and smooth release, too.
Now, here's Ball. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And it's Phoenix's ball. They've got an 8-0 run.
Boy, what a rookie season for LaMelo Ball. He was the 3rd overall pick and saw immediate action for the Hornets. And in my mind, Kevin, I thought he was the clear Rookie of the Year front runner early.
Ayton against Plumlee. And that one's good, Ayton. Ayton's got his second bucket of the night.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Giving up too many open shots. I mean, that's what's happening here. They look to me to be a bit sluggish.
It's time for the T-shirt. All right, look who's coming to the court. Come on and get loud for your Honeybee.
Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard. Show you the teams that have shot the lights out during the last month. 5th on the list, the Hornets.
It's been a long month for anybody who plays these guys. I mean, they've been shooting the lights out, and it's been game after game after game.
And here are the Hornets now. Still without a basket in the game. Bridges passes to Crowder. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. That's on Terry Rozier.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Now, here's Rozier. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time.
Charlotte moving the ball around. Here's Hayward.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing their defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key.
Yeah, you're right. Not one second chance bucket for the opposition. They're boxing out on every shot.
Kicks it out to Booker. Clock at 6. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And a moment here to check out the stats with Gordon Hayward. Averaging 17 points per game, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Whew, man, this thing was turning into a soccer game. A lot of action and not many points. Boy, that's finishing the defense there. He made a good effort on that possession defensively and then closed it out with the rebound.
Bridges for 3. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
You can see the work being put in on that particular shot for Bridges, and his confidence as a result is continuing to grow.
Now here's Booker. It's Crowder on the wing. Back to Booker. Paul outside. Bridges for 3. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Now, here's Rozier. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Pass the ball. And he banks in the layup.
Boy, ball plays with so much confidence. You know this guy believes in what he can do, including finding ways to score it inside.
It's Crowder on the wing. Ayton inside. He's guarded by Plumlee. And that one's good, Ayton.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling. Off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Ball, the pass to Hayward. The shot that time, not on target. Now the Suns take it the other way.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. And tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Hornets trail by 11. Puts it up. Bridges shot. Good. Bridges has got 5 now.
Boy, he's really feeling it right now, shooting a high percentage to start this game.
Ball with the ball. Bridges covering. Shot by Crowder, no good.
And already they've taken out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
And it's the way Ayton uses his body inside. It's what allows him to get so close to the basket.
Now, here's Rozier. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Good work there as it goes.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Booker dishes to Ayton, and it's sent back by Plumlee, and they'll keep possession. Bridges outside. And the 3 off target. Hornets trail by 9. Passes it to Rozier. Ball against Paul. Paul with a wide open look. Rebound by the Suns.
Boy, the defense got lucky there with him missing it, but they don't want to chance that again.
The 10-footer. Rebound, Gordon Hayward. Charlotte's gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. Over Paul. Ball no good.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And now Ball pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And again, the Hornets missing.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here. Guys, I tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
Rozier for 3. And no good. So Phoenix will take it the other way.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
And Hayward gets it to go.
And how about that exhale there? Finally gets one to fall through 6 attempts.
Paul goes in. Booker outside. Pass to Ayton. Bridges outside. Ball against Paul. And there's a whistle. That goes on Terry Rozier. That's foul number 2 for him.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Richards is checked in. V.J. Washington comes in for Bridges. Oubre is checked in for Gordon Hayward. And Martin subbed in for Rozier. Now, here's Schnaidt. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Hornets. Trailing here by 8. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
And it was funny, the road arena didn't bother them at all. I mean, they locked in, focused, and executed and got it done.
Here's Payne. Following the bucket by the Hornets. Crowder the pass to Schnaidt. McGee trying to break free. And that one's good, Schnaidt.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Ball kicks to Martin. There's a screen by Washington. Now here is Martin. Back to Ball. Over Payne. And it's Ball that time on the assist by Martin. Ball's got 6. 59 seconds left in the first quarter. There's the pass to Crowder. Johnson from outside hits the three-point bomb. And the Suns lead by 9.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Lighting it up from outside. Hard to keep up with this.
Richards passes to Oubre. In the corner, it's Martin. Shoots over McGee. And it's Martin missing.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Now here is McGee. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And yes, it's good. And it's an 11-point Suns lead.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Suns lead by 11. We'll be back shortly live from Spectrum Center. And an unlucky history of injuries for Gordon Hayward. And he understands you got to take the long-term perspective deciding when to return.
There's certain times where it's not our decision to not play. There are certain times where guys want to play, and the coaching staff and the training staff feels like it's in the team's best interest to not play. You know, there's certain injuries you really can't play with.
And great teams are more sophisticated than ever when it comes to injury prevention.
And training staffs are now expected to anticipate risks. So at times they'll know before the player does that there's a concern.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Suns.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. They've got Cameron Johnson. Jay Crowder out there with JaVale McGee. Then there's Cameron Payne. And it's Schnaidt in at the 2-guard spot. Now here's Payne. 9-point game his last outing. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And let's use this break to bring up the top scoring teams in the league so far this season. These are the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. In second, the Hornets. Fourth, the Suns.
You know, both these teams can beat you in so many ways, but it's usually by outscoring you. They possess a whole lot of offensive firepower.
Now, here's Oubre. He had 13 points in the win against the Pacers in Indianapolis. Ball finds Washington. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And with LaMelo Ball, this team struck gold. Exactly what the Hornets needed. Great production and a face of the franchise type of talent. The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Pass to Martin. Drives to the hoop. And it's Schnaidt with the rebound. You know, Greg, thinking about LaMelo and this team, he's got the fans here in Charlotte excited.
And Kevin, let's be honest here for a moment. The Hornets haven't had a lot of luck in the draft. Finally, they knocked one out of the park, and the fans are ecstatic.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Mikal Bridges checked in for Jay Crowder. Booker comes in for Landry Shamet. And Paul subbed in for Payne.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Now Oubre, after Devin Booker missing on that last three-pointer. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Perfect communication and timing on that alley-oop. Bridges saw the opening and then bounced right to the rim.
Johnson, the pass to Paul. And Booker kicks to Bridges. From short range, in deep, McGee drops it in. McGee's got 6 points.
You know, with that kind of height mismatch, you've got to send help defensively.
Bridges outside. Passes it to Hayward. Lets it go with a 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
And, you know, that's all about effort, and I'm sure their coach let them have it for the lack thereof.
Ayton, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter.
Chris Paul reminding all the young players out there, I may be a future Hall of Famer, but I still got game right now in the mid-range.
Now, here's Rozier. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Pass to Ayton. Kicks it out to Booker. Suns moving the ball around. Bridges misses. Hornets trail by 13. Rozier finds Oubre. Back to Rozier. Over Booker. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got 8 rebounds in this game.
And still, he's scoreless. Boy, they could use just a little bit of help from him.
Bridges passes to Ayton. Beyond the arc. Bridges with the board. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington. They'll face the Wizards. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Paul passes to Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
And there he goes, Booker, showing off the vert.
For Charlotte, they've gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Rozier kicks to Oubre. Rejected by Booker. Phoenix leading by 13 to the inside. That's good from Paul on the assist by Johnson. Paul's got 4 points in the quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Now, that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
On the wing, Johnson, defended by Bridges. Paul kicks to Booker. Hits it from three-point range. Booker's got his third basket of the night.
He's the prototype when you look at shooting guards, and Book can get buckets with and without dominating the ball.
Rozier into the lane. The pass to Oubre, and stolen by Booker. And here we go. And it's Phoenix scoring again.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
All right, fans. Get on your feet and make some noise for T-shirt winner. Man, your honeybee. Your honeybee.
Mason Plumlee's checked in for Washington. And Greg, at this point in the year, if your system overall doesn't seem to be working, how much can you really change before the offseason?
Well, usually a system change would come with a coaching change, but sometimes it's not the system. And sometimes you just need a different voice. And keep in mind, you also have to evaluate that roster and find out if the players on that roster are a good match for the system. They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Ayton kicks to Paul. Back to Ayton. Over Bridges, and it's Phoenix scoring again.
And this is where Ayton does the most damage. Inside, feels like he can score on anyone.
Rozier with the ball. He's picked up by Paul. Oubre, no one around him. And the Hornets miss again. Suns leading by 20. Paul outside. Booker in the corner. Takes a three. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got his 7th assist in the game.
And he's got plenty of range and the confidence to match. Booker believes he's going to hit every three he takes.
Hayward from outside. Rebound by the Suns. Booker's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Paul dishes to Johnson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Greg, you've got the unique opportunity right now to watch your son Cole follow in your footsteps. What has changed for players now versus when you played?
Well, I think the players today are so much smarter, and they prepare to be pros at such an earlier age. And honestly, I think that's one of the advantages our league has. You know, you don't have to teach these guys responsibility. You may have to teach them the game, but they are ready, willing, and able to work to achieve their goals.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. As NBA revenues climb into the tens of billions of dollars, Teams have even more resources to compete. Staffs are growing with more coaches, trainers, and specialists, so general managers have more to manage than ever. Generally, the best organizations are those that effectively collaborate and communicate across the board. Kevin?
And DA, as we know, that's always been the case. Thank you. Now, here's 8. He's got 12. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established his position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Charlotte making a switch here. Ball's checked in. And the Suns making a change here as well. Crowder's checked in. Now here's Hayward. He's been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game.
You know, he may not be the biggest, most physical guy, but Hayward can score inside with the best of them because he's strong enough and he's really crafty.
Buries the long-range jumper.
And getting going here in the second quarter, his second three-pointer of the game.
Rozier looking around to the left wing. 13 feet away. The shot, no good. The Suns go the other way with it. Looking ahead to their next game, playing at New Orleans, they'll match up against the Pelicans. Into the third game of this 3-game road trip.
And look at Ayton get up there. Have to enjoy watching the big man getting tricky with it.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Ball from long range. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Ayton is a player who, Greg, occasionally shoots a 3, but it's still a developing part of his game.
Yeah, you know, not the best numbers from outside. Does it to keep teams honest, but it's a far-fetched to say he can stretch a defense. And with Chris Paul, he makes this team work. Gets the most out of his teammates and has done that wherever he's played.
Martin's checked in for Terry Rozier. JaVale McGee's checked in for Phoenix.
It's incredible. You hear the stories about Chris Paul and his leadership, what he's done on and off the court. Not just with his team, but the whole league looks to him for guidance and really trusts his wisdom. That's high praise.
Martin
in the first half. 2 minutes.
Back to Bridges. 5 to shoot. Here's Martin. And just miss after miss right now. As you said, Paul's teams often overachieve in the standings.
People still underestimate his impact. Sets up and improves his guys as well as anyone. And he's the engine to this whole operation.
And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. And the Hornets making a change here. Richards is checked in. Phoenix also making some changes. Landry Shamet's checked in for Devin Booker. And it's Payne in for Paul. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up with the Charlotte Hornets. The Suns beat them last time these two teams met in Phoenix.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
And sometimes that can be a motivating factor. May very well light a fire under them tonight. Nobody likes to be dominated on the glass like that.
And it's sent back by Plumlee. And he recovers it. Jacks up a 3. And there's Bridges on the assist from Crowder. Crowder's got 3 assists tonight.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Now, here's Ball. He picked up 21 points in their last win against the Pacers in Indianapolis.
And don't forget about his assists. His playmaking was as good or better than his scoring. He was in complete control out there.
And here's Payne following LaMelo Ball's 3. Down low, here's McGee. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
It really balances out the backcourt when McGee is able to provide points inside. I mean, that's big.
And the foul called on Cameron Payne. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Ball. Drops in the layup for 2. Ball's got 15.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
Payne passes to Crowder. Now here is McGee. Back to Bridges. Lays it up off the glass.
Bridges.
And it's 8 points for Mikal Bridges.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much with James Borrego. Coach, too many easy buckets for them. Defensively, where do you dig in?
You've got to stop penetration. That's the focus right now. They're getting to the paint. Just way too many points in the paint. Too many breakdowns all over the board defensively.
Yeah, that has to tighten up, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Welcome to halftime, everybody. What a battle we're witnessing tonight at the point guard position.
Even though I'm a checkers man myself, we're seeing a chess match out there between the two generals. They're creating high-quality looks for themselves and their teammates. Both players are doing a great job of orchestrating their offenses.
And getting into the first half now, Chris Paul showing everyone how to run an offense.
He gets on a roll, and defensively, before you know it, you've lost control of the situation. I'm not sure how you can slow this guy down now. He's primed for an excellent second half.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Man, we're seeing a tremendous game from LaMelo Ball.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the floor for Charlotte. Out in the wings for them, Rozier and Hayward. Plumlee out there with Bridges, and it's Ball in at the point. And Hayward at the stuff.
Nice job there by Bridges to come up with the steal and then launch right into the fast break.
Well, Phoenix shooting extremely well. 62% on the night to this point. Booker. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got assist number 11 for him here tonight. And here is Ball. 15 points in the game. And it goes down 2 points. Ball's got 17 now.
You know, because Ball is so skilled, defenders try to get physical with him, rough him up a bit, but it doesn't faze him. That rarely works against Ball.
Bridges finds 8. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of... Oh! Yes, sir! Come on, bring it! Tell you what, the competitive spirit of Ball, I absolutely love it. This guy is relentless.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Ball against Ball. And Paul with the block. And he's able to get it back. Here's Ayton. Another one falls for Phoenix.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
Rozier the pass to Ball. Charlotte moving it around. And Paul slams it in.
Hayward really an unselfish guy, willing to share the rock and get his teammates some opportunity.
And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for Phoenix. Bridges passes to Ayton. And it's sent back by Plumlee. And he gets it back. A second chance effort. And here's the fast break. Paul leading the way. You know, Hayward, like a lot of NBA players, is a pretty serious gamer in his free time off the court.
And you know what, Kevin? There are some people that think video games help with your hand-eye coordination. I'm not sure if that's the case or not, but I do know there are worse ways to rest up and keep yourself ready for the next real game than what Hayward was doing.
That's good from Ball. And big men's roles have adjusted Clark in today's game. You take a young Clark Keller and put him in this style of play, what adjustments would he make?
Well, that's a great question, Kevin. I would love to play this up and down, wide open style of basketball. I'm just not sure if I'd be athletic enough to make it happen, but it is more of a face-up rather than post-up game. And maybe I could be part of a small ball lineup, creating havoc with big guys trying to guard me on the perimeter. Boy, a really good shot blocker for a wing. Bridges elevates quickly and has an excellent sense of timing.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Ayton kicks to Crowder. For 3, Booker. Rebound, Gordon Hayward. Hayward's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Hayward's got that tremendous range, and he's going to make the defense think twice about how they approach him when he's splashing threes from that deep.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Terry Rozier. And that'll be his third foul so far. Washington's checked in for Charlotte.
Team foul. Coming onto the floor for your Hornets, P.J. Washington.
Here's Booker, and there's the drive. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And love how fearless Booker can be. Even the foul doesn't deter him from finishing off his business.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
And one look at the box score will confirm that. You know, even in games where he hasn't been at his best this season, I mean, he still managed to get it done at the charity stripe when he gets his opportunities.
Hornets have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Here's Ball. Count it. Good. Ball's got 25 points.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Ball goes in. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
Paul, so good with the ball. Carves his way inside with such ease and precision. That's what's so marvelous about it.
Here's Bridges. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Schnaidt1. That's his 2nd personal foul. 2nd team foul. At the line for your Hornets, Miles Bridges. 1 shot.
And Bridges no good on that one.
You know, one of the things that endeared Miles Bridges to his college coach was he was a superstar in talent but played with a blue-collar mindset.
Bridges attacking. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Bridges has got 10 points.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
And every year, Terry Rozier seems to get better. Specifically, Greg, becoming a more efficient and lethal scorer.
I mean, he's improving his percentages over the years, especially his three-point shooting. When he came into the league, was not a threat from deep. Now, you have got to honor that outside shot.
That's good from Rozier.
Well, a lot of people were nervous about Rozier's contract. Signed for big money with the Hornets, but he has more than earned it.
You know, at the time, a lot of fans thought it was too much for him, Greg, but to Rozier's credit, he's improved since he inked that deal, and now it's looking like a cap-friendly contract. You know, Rozier is known as an energy guy, but he's also a talented scorer who has a real hunger to continue to improve.
Back to Paul. Pass to Crowder. Good ball movement here by the Suns. 6 to shoot. And it's Ayton missing. For Charlotte, they've got nearly everything to drop this quarter. They're 7 of 8 from the floor since halftime. Rozier finds Washington. And here's Oubre. Rejected by Crowder. To the paint, stolen by Ball. And a fast break now for the Hornets. The open shot, Oubre. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Oubre's got his second basket of the night. Phoenix leading by 22. Paul with the ball. He's got 13. Johnson, the pass to Booker. Ayton inside. Washington's on him. Stolen by Washington. And now here's Oubre. Fast break chance. And here we go. Paul heading to the hoop. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession.
It's Phoenix.
And a moment here to see the standings for the Eastern Conference. And you know, guys, some interesting stories have unfolded here as we move through the middle of the season. Look at the Hornets. They're 7th right now. Not a bad spot, but certainly they'd like to string together a run of wins.
And checking out Charlotte, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
You know, it's really hard to figure out exactly what's been missing, but there is something missing. It perhaps could be the system they're playing in.
And the basket by Rozier. Rozier's got 6.
Okay, nice job here in the second half. Field goal percentage is way up from what it was at halftime when it was just barely above 30%.
Booker dishes to Ayton. The kick out to Crowder. Nailed from three-point land. He's got 12.
Totally unselfish play there from Ayton. Sends the ball to someone with a wide open look.
Fans the loudest section gets free t-shirts. Let's see who's the loudest. Thanks, your honeybee.
Martin's checked in for ball. And Phoenix also making a switch. JaVale McGee's checked in for 8. Ball against Rozier. Oubre outside. That 3 off the mark.
You know, he's been off tonight, off his game. At this point, he might want to focus on creating for others.
Booker in the corner. Off target with his 3.
And still looking for his first triple of the second half. He had 3 at halftime.
They get a hand on it. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. And the wide open shot from Paul from outside off the mark.
One made 3 formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
The shot's good from Gordon Hayward.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And the shot's good from Crowder.
3-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
You know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shoot out this team.
Johnson against Oubre. Crowder inside. Over Hayward. And the shot's good from Crowder. Crowder's got 17 now.
He is scorching the D, exploding offensively.
Well, you know when you're in that kind of a zone, trust me, he knows he's in the zone right now.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Pushing it up. Here's McGee. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Well, it seems like he's gotten a little loose with it since halftime. His fingers may be a little slick or slippery. He went from no turnovers in the first half to quite a few here in the second.
And the Hornets making a change here. Richards is checked in. Now Rozier. He has 6. Outside Martin to the left side wing. Washington kicks to Martin. Shot clock at 6. Back to Washington. Charlotte no good that time either. Phoenix has gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Paul passes to McGee. And another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Outside Martin. Out left to the wing. Here's Washington. No good again that time. The Suns shooting it quite well in this third quarter, 53%, and the offense is rolling. Passes it to Crowder. Inside, McGee. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
Booker in the post. Rozier defending. Misses from short range. And here's Rozier. He brings it up for the Charlotte Hornets. And it's Washington missing. And for the Suns, they're shooting about 59% from the floor offensively. They've been running without a hitch.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Rozier against Paul. To the paint. McGee the pass to Booker. Oubre with the steal. Here's Martin. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Devin Booker. In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Suns.
When they've had a chance to attack the basket at any point in this game, they've taken advantage.
Something that also stands out tonight is the number of assists they have. I mean, that's a mark of a good club.
That's good for Martin.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Mason Plumlee's checked in for Charlotte. Phoenix also making some changes. Landry Shamet's checked in for Devin Booker, and it's Payne in for Chris Paul. On offense, here are the Suns. Payne kicks to Shamet. Here he goes. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Mason.
You know, year after year, Shamet provides sharp passing and knockdown shooting.
And the third.
He's tremendous in the clutch. You know, I think his teammates and coaches trust him to make the right play at crunch time.
At the line for 2.
First one falls for him.
And at the defensive end of the floor, Shamet has found his groove.
And, you know, Greg, sometimes defense is really about confidence, want to, and just getting stronger as a pro. And that's what's happened for Shamet. He uses his anticipation and added strength to be very effective defensively.
And the Suns making a change here. Bridges checks in. Rozier finds Martin. Now Plumlee, guarded by McGee. Oubre against Bridges. Lots of room. That one a little long.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look. But when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Back to Payne. Feeds it to McGee. And it's McGee slamming it down.
I think McGee's been working on that one. I mean, you don't just come up with that off the top of your head, boy. You got to think that one through.
Charlotte's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. Rozier the pass to Plumlee. Back to Rozier. They set the screen. Banked in off the glass. Rozier's got 8 points.
Rozier able to find himself some space there and get the shot that he wanted.
Driving to the basket. And McGee kicks to Bridges. Here's Shamet. A 3-pointer off the mark. Charlotte shooting well, 52% in the third. They came to play offensively in the second half. Here's Rozier. Three-pointer. Good on the 3-point shot. Rozier's got 9 points here in the second half.
You've got to defend this. I mean, Rozier is more than willing to take the 3-ball if you give it to him.
And so it's Phoenix rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we'll be right back after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. They've got JaVale McGee. Cameron Payne is out there with Landry Shamet. And it's Smith, and it's Nader into the small forward. That one good for 2.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Smith the pass to Richards. The dish now to Martin. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And for the first time in 2021, Clark, we had the full play-in tournament featuring the 7 through 10 seeds. What'd you think of the new format?
I really enjoyed it. I mean, again, part of it was we're coming out of a pandemic, and so we're starving for all things sports, and this added another level of excitement to, I think, the best game in the world, NBA basketball. You had Steph against LeBron and AD. So I think it was a pretty awesome result overall.
Payne, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
And the first one at the line is good.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime. Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
Bouknight, he's checked in for Martin. Pass to Smith. Tries the spin move. McGee with the block.
Yeah, if you had to pick the top priority for McGee, I think that's it. Contest shots, block shots, hit in the air, use that length to deny shots at the rim.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Yeah, they've had a great second half from long range. I mean, things are definitely starting to look up for them.
Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special.
A circus dunk for you right there, guys.
And, Greg, the league's in a great place for talent. So many incredible players just entering their primes. You excited where the league is right now headed?
Oh, my goodness, Kevin. Guys like Devin Booker, Luka Doncic, Donovan Mitchell. I mean, the list goes on and on. And a lot of these youngsters carrying their teams to great heights. Impressive to watch.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Suns. Bridges shot, good.
No hesitation from Bridges there. He knows exactly when he should look to shoot it off the catch.
Shamet, the pass to Smith. From down low. The shot will not fall. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. There's the feed to Bridges. It's stolen by Johnson. Oh, and here comes Smith, all alone. And the baseline jumper, no good. The Hornets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Smith, and misses it off the right side of the rim.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
3 seconds. It's Hornets ball.
Charlotte's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Now here's Bouknight to the middle. Smith's shot is good.
Whenever the defense is right up on Smith, he usually finds a way to get it done.
Phoenix leading by 23. Driving the lane. Johnson, a wide open look, bangs home the trifecta.
Johnson. The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
And he gets the bucket. Bouknight's got 5 points now this quarter. The Suns have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Payne dishes to Smith. Clark, you know, road teams accustomed to hostile crowds, but it can go too far. Players have been very vocal, saying respect the game and then respect us as human beings as well.
And, Kevin, I couldn't say it any better. It's that simple. It's not complicated. The right to say anything you want doesn't come with the purchase of a ticket. I think human dignity, common courtesy, and respect supersedes whatever feelings you might have about a particular team or player and overrides whatever price you paid for your ticket.
At the line for Charlotte, Miles Bridges, taking 2 shots.
And that one falls for Bridges. And Phoenix making a change here. Ayton's checked in. Both free throws good from Bridges. And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. To the inside, and Ayton throws it down.
And the all-around offensive game Ayton has is just fantastic. Capable of scoring in many different ways.
Ball feeling it out a bit. On the wing, Rozier. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 6th assist on the night.
Taking it up strong against size. He does not lack for confidence.
That's well done there. I mean, don't even give him a chance to get to the block. Get in tight and finish at the rim.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Bridges score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
Well, you know, it's obvious that Ball knows exactly how to work the angles. He gets the ball to a wide-open shooter just about every time.
And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for Phoenix. On Tuesday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the New Orleans Pelicans. Then on Thursday, they'll be facing Kawhi Leonard and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And for the matchup with the Heat, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches. And this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
That's good from Payne. And, Greg, you faced some exceptional point guards during your time in the league. But who was the toughest matchup for you when you played?
Oh, man. You know, John Stockton was always one of the most difficult, but in a weird way, not because I worried about him scoring on me. It was because I had to defend his ability to make people better, and that was always a challenge. And don't forget about the great Penny Hardaway. I mean, at 6'8", that was a nightmare to deal with. And my personal all-time favorite, Isaiah Thomas, who was as good as anybody's ever been at that lead guard position.
And the basket by Rozier.
Well, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
Payne passes to Ayton. Fast break, here they come. And there's the pass to Rozier. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Hayward's got 3 assists in the game.
And he is starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Now, here's Schnaidt. Defended by Hayward. Here's Booker. Converts on the jumper for the easy 2.
And great energy from Booker there in the paint. Just working hard to get to his shot.
Ball with it. Now guarded by Ayton. Back to Ball. Here's Hayward. He gets that one. And, Greg, a lot of new head coaches stepping into this season. How does a first-year coach come in and win over a locker room?
I mean, Kevin, that's a great question, and I think there's a combination of confidence and humility that one has to have. And I think, believe it or not, the most important trait, you got to be consistent. Your message cannot waver. It cannot fluctuate. There's one way that you will lose a locker room.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Crowder, he's checked in for Cameron Johnson. And Paul subbed in for Cameron Payne.
An accurate shooter from all areas of the floor. Booker has the confidence needed to dominate on offense. Taking matters in into his own hand.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Kicks it out to Booker. Takes the 13-footer. It's rebounded by Charlotte. And here is Ball. A three ball. Drains it from beyond the arc. Ball's got 15 points here in the second half.
And the shooting has really been there for him today. But he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole. And that's his fourth, and no doubt he would have liked to have not gotten it this soon.
Mikal Bridges checked in for Phoenix.
Team foul. Substitution for the Suns, Mikal Bridges.
Ayton finds Booker. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. He had a nice open look right there.
Bridges.
And the Suns lead by 21.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball, and Devin understands that. That has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
No coverage that time. Ball's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Hornets. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far.
Turnovers weren't a story for him early on, but that's changed. And now they're definitely having trouble keeping possession and momentum.
Third team foul.
Outside, Ball. The three. And it's Ayton with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Paul kicks to Crowder. Kicks it out to Booker. Here's Ayton. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
An absolute beast inside. Love how Ayton uses his size to draw these fouls.
And he makes the first.
DeAndre Ayton at the line for two.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Clark, between the draft and free agency and big mid-season trades, it feels like we rarely see the same team twice season to season.
Yeah, guys move around quite a bit, more so than in the past, Kevin. I don't necessarily know if that's good or bad. It's certainly different. I tend to lean towards guys staying in the same place longer. That would be my personal preference, but the landscape has shifted and changed. And it's overall probably a positive thing for the players.
And he has to take that long, slow walk back to the bench here. He'll watch the rest of this one from the sideline.
And the Hornets making a change here. Umley's checked in.
Shooting two. Bridges at the line. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. No free throw is good from Bridges. Charlotte has gone 4-7 with the long ball here in the fourth quarter. Ball, the pass to Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
The drive by Paul. Three-pointer, Crowder. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got his 6th rebound on the night. Outside, Ball. Well, Clark, with the success of the play-in tournament, Commissioner Silver pushing for a mid-season tournament with the winning team earning $1 million per player.
You know, Kevin, adding additional games I think would be a challenge. I'm not quite sold on that, but I do know that $1 million would incentivize role players. The question is whether or not star players would be as motivated to add more games in the middle of the season.
This one for 3. Phoenix grabs the miss. Bridges has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Ball finds Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
Boy, the incredible court vision of Paul. He gets the ball to his guys where they can do something with it.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
Chris Paul. That's his 4th personal foul. 4th team foul.
And so it's Charlotte with it. Bridges, right side. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Flipping the switch right now. There's no stopping Miles Bridges. He knows it, and his teammates do too.
And it's Paul penetrating. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
And if it doesn't, this is only going to get uglier. I mean, that's no way to defend a player of his caliber.
Plumlee, no luck. Suns leading by 22.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Phoenix.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief 2-game.
I tell you what, no matter how brief it is, anytime you can get a season series sweep, you're happy.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this one. Such an overall great performance it was for DeAndre Ayton.
He was aggressive rebounding the ball tonight. I think his aggressiveness on the glass helped set the tone.
Bridges for 3. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Plumlee. Martin's checked in for Charlotte. And for the Suns, Landry Shamet comes in for Devin Booker. And it's Payne in for Paul. .34 seconds left in the 4th. Deflects the pass. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
And the Hornets making a change here. Richards is checked in. JaVale McGee's checked in for Phoenix. Johnson comes in for Mikal Bridges. Clock at 4. The Suns need to get a shot off. Buries it from 3-point range. And the Suns lead by 20.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exit.
Cameron Payne. That's his 2nd personal foul. 15 foul.
First free throw is good.
Boy, what a path for LaMelo Ball. I mean, he played in Lithuania and New Zealand while he was a teenager, and eventually the 3rd overall pick of the 2020 NBA draft.
Payne with it. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. As New Balance presents our player of the game, DeAndre Ayton.